Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video. A little bit different again. We like to try and jazz it up and keep things a little bit different. I've jumped in Chris's van this morning and I'm going to get out on the road and I'm going to take you guys along for the ride with me. We've got quite a bit to be getting on with. I've left Chris in the workshop getting on with a project, and we'll pick up and cut in and see what it is that he's been up to as soon as we get back. But I've been trying to avoid going out, and Chris has as well, but it's got to the point now where we do need quite a lot of little parts, and I've got really no choice. I do need to get out today and get some parts, so we're going to be going out and getting that. Also, me and Chris do this full time, and it's primarily our full-time job. So although we've been bidding on quite a lot of stuff down at Copart and we have won a couple of cars last week, it's not enough to keep us going. So I'm going back a bit old school today, like I used to. Get up in the morning, get out there, put yourself out there and try and buy a few bits. Have a good ring around and see if anyone's got anything. So you're going to be coming for the journey with me while we do that. And also we need to run around and try and get a few bits. So let's crack on and start getting it done. And of course, our first stop, try and keep it as local as we can to come around and get some bits. Kent Auto Salvage, just round the corner from us. Let's go in there and see if he's got any bits. It's quite windy, guys. Hopefully there's no wind noise. How lucky is that? Just walked in, walked straight down to the Volkswagen in black. That wing is going to do us a turn. Unfortunately, it is a 4-door, but it has got they're quite a nice set of alloy wheels on it as well. I wonder how much he's going to want for those. All the tyres look good, and that bit of suspension, I said in the previous video it's going to need a beam. I didn't realise these weren't on a beam. Someone said they was on independent suspension, and it turns out that they are. So we'll get a price on those wheels, but we'll definitely get the wing off and that back beam. An hour's work there. It would have been a lot quicker if I'd have bought my little battery ratchet, but I forgot to bring it. So we've got the wing off. And I was just moving around to here, and it just shows you it does pay to come to the breakers. I'll whip that wheel off because we're going to need this arm. Sorry, I'm going to try and get this phone out the wind. But if you look at this car, it's got a brand new caliper on it, and it looks like it's got a new cable on it, and round all new pads, and round the front. God, it is quite windy. As you can see there, it's got a new drop link on it. So it really does, even if you're coming to the breakers yard to get second-hand parts, people that look after their cars, you can see that disc is actually new, and the pads and the caliper. Do you know what? Just as a bit of let's see how much we can save. Let's actually ring up and see how much that caliper is, and then let's ring up the yard and see how much they want for it. A bit of an experiment, let's call it. Guys, this is going to be purely an experiment. So we'll ring the local motor factors to us. Hello there, Harry. Can I have a price on a offside rear brake caliper?
Yeah, sure. What's the reg on that one?
Golf Lima 05 Victor Sierra Echo.
There we go. Now, is that yes, it's Golf, wasn't it, you said?
It is, yes.
Okay, let's have a look.
Sorry guys, he's obviously doing a bit of a search.
There we go. Yeah, it's one to keep in stock.
Yeah.
I can do one of those all in for 60 quid.
£60 all in. Okay, I'll ring you back. Thank you.
No problem.
Cheers.
Thank you.
So there we go, guys. 60 quid. Let's ring this yard and see how much they want for it. A bit long-winded him coming back to me with a price, so hopefully this is not too long.
Salvage.
Hello, Mark. It's Rob.
Right.
How much would a rear caliper be off of this Golf, Mark?
What unit in off it?
How much is a rear brake caliper on its own?
20 quid.
£20. Okay, thanks, Mark.
All right, mate.
Cheers.
Bye.
So there you go, guys. A saving of £40, and it's brand new. Exactly the same part. So that's why we come to the breaker's yard. I think that was a great experiment. Let me know if you want to see me do more little things like that in future videos, because I think that was brilliant. So although it's very important, we need this plate here, because that's what's bent on our car, and we need to put that on there to get it off the truck and actually get the wheel back where it should be. But I've been lying down here now for about 20 minutes and I just can't get to the bolts. I can't get enough angle on them. So what I am going to do, I've just called in and they're going to get it off for me, and I'm going to come back for it because it's not important anyway. But let me know what you think on these wheels. They are going to need a refurb. Is that going to be a waste of money? Dynamics, they're 18-inch and all the tyres do look like new, but I think that's probably a little bit too pimp for that car. It would look good, but I think they're too big, and the damage on them, they're probably going to be £100 plus £100 for a refurb. Are they really worth it? Right, we've got so much to do. Let's get on. Little short drive there round to Cats. The discs and pads for my little Vauxhall combo van have not turned up, so I've come round here and grabbed them. They're inexpensive, and unfortunately, it's not unfortunate, but the battery on the little Hyundai was knackered. We've tried to get one down the breaker's yard, but unfortunately they haven't got any, so we've had to buy a new one. It's a little bit more than we wanted to spend, but hey ho, that's the name of the game sometimes. Sorry, I'm sitting there chatting away and all I'm doing is showing you the car. I'm now going to sit here, I'm going to make a couple of calls and see if I can't find us a little bit of stock. I did ask round at Kent Autos what he had, but he does put a lot of it online with the salvage market, and he only really had a couple of cheapies that he'd bought in, and that's not really what we're looking for. So I'm going to sit here, make a few calls and see what I can come up with. All over the place today, this video, but as usual I'm enjoying doing it, and hopefully it shows you a bit more of an insight of what I am up to running around. So I've just called one of the traders I know and asked him what he's got, and he's got a like Hyundai 4-wheel drive thing. He said, Rob, it's an MOT failure, £700 to you. He said, I've got it marked up for 2,000, but it wouldn't pass an MOT. I think we'd be interested in that if we was really desperate, but I did ring someone straight after, and it was the company that we got the 2 Volkswagen vans out of. Now, they haven't got no Volkswagens, but he said to me, I was going to ring you tonight. I've actually got 4 bits here for you to look at. 1 machine and 3 vans. So we're going to head there now. Guys, I am going to try and record where we are. Try and record when we get there. But obviously I don't want to let on too much of where we are, because it is a bit of a dog-eat-dog world out there, and I don't really want to advertise the fact that where I'm buying my vehicle. So let's head there now and see if we can buy some more vans. Another quite successful little trip there. I've actually got 3 vans, 2 transits and a Vauxhall combo. I've had a good look round them, started them up, I've gone through them, and I've left a bid for them. I haven't got Chris here with me, so hopefully he's okay with what I have bid for them. Also, while I have been running around, I've just had to go and grab a sausage of sealer for that Volkswagen Polo that we're doing to stick the quarter panel back on, and I've done a bit of a parts finder for some doors for that Peugeot 208, and I have actually tracked down 2 doors, so we're going to move on now and go and collect them. So I just called Chris out and said come and have a look at what we've got. I don't normally include this bit in the video, we do it off camera, but today is all about trying to show you the other side of it. Got me discs and pads, got the battery for the Hyundai, wing from Marks, 20 quid, and the parts finders come back, 2 Peugeot doors, £100 each. I got down there, that's got a little mark on it. I went to Birchington, £80. The back door was smashed to pieces.
That's a shame.
Yeah, in fact, I'll include that picture, guys, now. And I've got your glue as well, and a nice coffee.
Battery looks dear.
Yeah, £47.
Oh, not too bad.
No. Let's have a look what you've been up to. It just goes to show what we get done in a day, guys. I do hope, like I said, you are enjoying this video, and please do drop your comments down below and let me know what you think of it. I was time-lapsing from the back of the yard, everything that I was doing on this, and then I was moving on to the Hyundai, then the van, but unfortunately the battery died, so I've had to plug a booster in, so we did lose it a little bit on the end of this, but not to worry. I've now removed both damaged parts. That arm there, which is the centre arm, is completely bent, and that is the flat bar that I was on about, and that's completely bent as well. This is actually meant to be completely straight, so like I said earlier, I have asked them to get them off for me, and they're going to give me a shout probably tomorrow when they've got them off. So this is sort of, I've got it stripped out now. I'm quite happy. As soon as the bits come, we can bolt them on and reverse this off the back of the truck. You would have seen I put the battery on the little Hyundai, and Chris put the back light in it this morning. I will run out and show you because we didn't get that on camera. He's actually done it while I was out, and that car is due to go tomorrow. So we now got the battery on there. It's completely finished, and he got a backlight off of eBay. We've got to take the sticker off of it, but that's all done now, and that's ready to go. My little van, that's all lovely now. I can start using it again. Still got the Golf for sale, $12.50. Haven't sold that yet, and that was going to Ireland, but the guy pulled out, so a friend of mine's now having that. Let's go inside and see what Chris has been up to all day. I love days like today. It just shows you Chris is in here working. If I'd have left it on time lapse, you wouldn't have seen me in the video all day, but you've pretty much followed me around, and if it was the other way around, you wouldn't have seen me all day if I'd left you in here with Chris. So it is a bit, it's showing that stuff is getting done. Even if I'm not in the video, stuff is being done. If Chris is not in the video, he's out, stuff is being done. We're constantly on it, running around, getting everything sorted. And Chris has really put a big dent in this today. Not literally, by the way, if anyone worries. He's done the cut on the B post, C post, the seal. He's pulled that out a little bit more where it needed pulling out. You can see he's gone round, he's put the screws in it, and he's got everything right where it needed to be. I did get him that glue earlier for the wheel arch, and unfortunately I did get him the wrong one. But again, red on black, it's so hard to show, but as you can, well, you can sort of see that gap is perfect. And he's got it. I'm just trying to open the door there and make sure it don't hit nothing. He's got the old aperture clamps on there. For those of you that don't know what they are, I'm sure there'll be a couple here. These little clamps, and you basically bang it over the top of both skins like that, and it does hold them, and they're no thicker than a rubber. So he's able to put the catch in, and then we can actually shut the door and make sure that it all lines up properly. If you put a pair of mole grips on there, you can't shut the door, but it's been quite time consuming for him. This has to be perfect. We like to get the cars back on the road so that there's no sign of this accident whatsoever. We don't want any signs of that. So you can see those cuts are so neat and perfect. You really don't mess around when it comes to fixing these. And the spot welder, I think I mentioned in the last video, we was waiting for the probes for it. they're probably not even called probes. Chris will be in a moment, but you can see how thick. Chris, these are not called probes, are they? What are they called? Electrodes. So you can see how thick that is there, and you can see Chris actually had to chuck these in the lathe and turn them down. You can see it a bit better on that one because they didn't fit in the holes. But yeah, that's another one. Getting close. I think we're pretty much off. We've got to have that panel off one more time, Chris, haven't we, to stick the glue in. And the glue goes round that wheel arch. There's a bit behind here, and it is all glued down through here. And it was really hard to actually get this panel off where the glue was here. So it certainly does do its job. Once we've done that, we'll just continue on with it. So it has been a little bit different today, this video, and we're sitting in the little combo van. I just said to Chris, I need to upload the video. I'll tell you about that in a minute. And I needed to give the van a little bit of a test drive anyway. So I always come down to the lane to upload videos where, you know, where I take the pictures of the cars. And the reason for that is when I get in at night, I've got fibre broadband apparently. And as soon as I walk in my house, my phone connects to the broadband, and it would take probably about 3 hours to upload a 15-minute video. And at Chris's, I'm too far away from the Wi-Fi, and even when I get close, it still takes quite a while. So I always upload off of my phone, as a lot of you know, and I edit through my phone as well using iMovie. So, sorry, there is a few cars coming past every now and then. And when I'm, like, literally, I'll save this video in a minute and I'll upload it, sitting here probably takes about 5 or 10 minutes. So I thought, I've got to road test the van anyway. Let's bring it out on a road test and get this video uploaded up the lay-by, so to speak. So let us know what you think of today's video. Is this something that you'd want to see more of in the future? I think the little phone thing where I rung up for that brake caliper and rung up the breaker's yard, you could hear the when I was ringing them, you could hear it on my phone, and you could hear their big buzzer ringing right in the background. So I think that that was a good little experiment, and I don't mind doing little things like that again. I weren't sure whether I was going to leave it in this video, but when I got back, I played it to Chris. He went, brilliant. Yeah, leave it in there. We got nothing to lose. And you guys, as usual, will let us know in the comment section. Sorry, I've had to prop the camera up, so it is a little bit of a funny angle there. I'm not going to go on anymore. Please let us know what you did think of today's video in the comment section down below. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our content. Follow us on Instagram, where we put out little sneak peeks throughout the day at Salvage Rebuilds. Check out the merchandise. The link is in the description. Like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you on Friday in the next one.